Hello and welcome, my name's Beck. Today is a tutorial to make a tool that can help you with your beading. So we're going to make this board, and what you do with the board is, that's the cover, you stick your beads on there and you can plan out your phrases. I've got Rave Barbie here, Barbie. You can also plan out your cuff colors or your single colors, so you can make the whole bracelet planned out. You could do a bunch of these, and then for me, I just want to sit in my bed and watch movies and craft, so I would prefer to spend a bit of time planning out the bracelets. I also don't have a lot of beads yet, so with some of the bracelets, I don't know if I'm going to run out of colors. So I prefer to plan it out first, and if I see that I'm not going to have enough colors, I can add an extra color in or just rearrange some things, like put some of the colors at either end and then another color in the middle or anything like that. Later on I want to make some templates to do that, but at the moment, let's make this simple board to help make your crafting a bit easier so your beads are not flying everywhere, especially if you want to craft in your bedroom. So let's go. Okay, I got a little bit excited there. I need to tell you where this idea came from. I got it from TikTok. Where else? I saw this TikTok.
Here's some hacks I do that make it a lot less chaotic. I don't know if this has been done before, but I haven't really seen it anywhere. I made this out of an old little canvas and duct tape, and so I can put the beads on and take them off. Don't go flying like if you knock something over. I'll put like a bunch of phrases on here and then start making the bracelets, and I feel like I can make more faster.
And I thought that is a genius idea, and then we can take it that step further with putting some templates underneath to make the bracelets, which will come soon. Today we're just going to make the board from that idea, and I'm going to show you why I designed the board the way I did instead of the duct tape, but you'll be able to use duct tape or painter's tape to put your contact paper down if you would like to do it that way. Now let's go. The first thing we're going to do is go to the recycling pile and get some cardboard boxes. These chip boxes look like they're going to be a really good size. I've already flattened one, and they actually also have perforations in them, so you don't even have to really cut them. So we're going to take those two. That's going to give us at least 4 boards. We can make a mini one from this Aldi Summer Delight. Again, they have perforations too for you to cut up the packs. Today I'm going to make like 2 A4 sized. This is the A4 piece of paper. This is all the contact paper I have left at the moment. You can see it's a little bit old, but it's still going to work. Use what you have if you have it. Contact paper is pretty cheap anyway. It's about $6 a roll. And yeah, I'm going to cut it down the middle this way. And that is going to be big enough. If I can get it unrolled. That's going to be big enough for 2 boards. Now the rolling situation and keeping the contact sticky side up, I'm going to show you my solution for that. Okay, this is my solution. These are mini sewing clips. And you see they're flat on the back and then they clip, and they have a bunch of cat hair on it for some reason. Anyway, I'm not clipping my cat with it. Oh, that's right, I was clipping some fluffy fabric. So you can buy these from Temu. I also have color-coded packs for sale in my Etsy shop, or I will do, and already on my Becs craftynook.com.au website. So that's everything we need, so let's get to crafting. Okay, let's start with the box. I don't have any really good scissors, so let's hope the perforations work. So you want to start on that now the piece of your box where you can see 2 bits joined together, and we'll remove that. Let's see how we go with the perforations. Well, we don't need to remove that. We don't need the side. We want these bigger bits. This is perforated, so we need to take that off. Let's get it into a smaller bit. It's hard to maybe we should fold it first. It's hard to film this. But yeah, I think folding the perforation first is a good idea. Let's see if we can't get it started. Maybe up here. You can't see it. Oh yeah, here we go. So I'm just holding down the bit that's not perforated, like that. Ugh. Not bad, not bad. Okay, and then we'll do this bit. I'm sorry you can't see it straight away. Yeah, I think as long as you hold your finger close, it rips up okay. Boom. Not bad. It's okay. Could trim that up with scissors. Okay, this one. It is good enough for the purposes of what we want it for. Boom. Look at that. It's kind of cool and retro to have the chip packet. But we're going to use this side. This is our side that we're going to put the thing face up. Now, because I don't have very good scissors, I'm actually just going to slice this in half this way with my, I have a quilting rotary cutter, but you can use scissors. So I'm just going to fold it in half and slice it. Okay, this is how we went. Here is our board. Now I just cut this down until it fit really well on my board. Okay, this. And the reason I want to use clips, so in her TikTok she taped this down with, you could use painter's tape or you could use duct tape, and yeah, it would just be permanently stuck down. But I thought I would use the clips, and we will peel the paper off in a sec, because later on I want to draw up, you know, like a bunch of circles to represent different cuffs and how many beads you need for each cuff. And then you'll stick the beads on there, and it could even be color coded. And so I want to be able to lift this up and put that piece of paper template down here and put that back and then clip it on. So the sticky side's still here, but you're going to be able to see through to the actual pattern. So that's why I'm doing my boards this way, but if you want to do them for just phrases, then you could absolutely just tape it down with your painter's tape. So what we're going to do, we'll take that out. We might, we might start with that side clipped. And so we need to peel the backing paper off, but we are going to keep the backing paper. So when you're not using it, it's going to stay sticky. This also means that if you wanted to replace the contact paper, you could just unclip it off the top and then cut some new contact papers and keep your cardboard pieces. So to keep this all straightened out, we're just going to peel that back. Use the flat side to your, so you can see, flat side goes to the surface, and we're just going to clip the contact paper there. Let's move up here, and we're going to clip it here. We've got our flat side, boom, and then we can peel that off. And then we just lift up the clip, take that off, put your clip back on, boop, all the way here. I mean, you could use a bobby pin if that's what you have, anything. Clip it down, and boom. But later on, and then we can just keep this to keep it all nice if we're not using it. And as the contact paper wears out, we can just replace it because it's only clipped on. So then if we want to put that piece of paper down underneath, we can do so. Ta-da! So that's it. We've made our sticky board. And then after this, I think we should go on to some phrases. But that's all for the tutorial. Super easy to store your board. Just put your paper back down, and you can just start down here. Leave your clips on, and that's, you know, we could even just put a top and bottom clip to keep that paper on. and you can store your boards on top of each other. Boom. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see, please help me out with a like, a comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.